Hello everybody, Scott McSween here, and today I'm going to be going over the top 10 most powerful I Is Angry characters. Number 10 is Brad Kane, and he makes this list because he has big muscles. However, he is ranked number 10 because throughout the saga all he really does is get hit by a car and then get murdered, so doesn't really qualify to be that high up there. Number 9 is Fallout Boy, and he makes the list because of his superior driving abilities as well as his adeptness in lightsaber combat. Of course, he is ranked only number 9 because he is simply defeated by having a portion of his hair removed, which is a vulnerability in combat. Number 8 is Diller, who demonstrates his tenacity repeatedly throughout the series. He debuts, of course, in Diller is Madly Upset, which features him attempting to get back to his household so he may view the newly uploaded I Is Angry 3. He then appears again in I Is Angry 4, attempting to kill Senor Walrus, which he fails at, which is why he ranks as, only number 8, but his attempts to get there and his willingness to jump through a portal, which as Fallout Boy mentions, could make you come out naked, shows that Diller is an unwavering resolve to achieve what he wants to achieve. Unfortunately, he is simple-minded enough to die by stepping on a grenade. Number 7 is Ed Sheeran. Not too much to say here, as he makes a very short appearance in the I Is Angry saga, but of course, as a worldwide musical sensation, he clearly has a vast number of resources that he could potentially use to defeat anyone who were to attempt to thwart him in his goals. In addition to this, he also was able to possess the knowledge of where Balthazar was located, which led to the final confrontation of I Is Angry 4. Number 6 is Diller's dad, who appears to be a very wise, old, sturdy oak tree, I guess. I'm not too familiar with my trees. I think he would be very powerful. I think if any of the other characters previously mentioned were to try to engage Diller's dad in combat, it would kind of hurt. Because, if you punch a tree, it doesn't really do too much. So I would say, he can rank, number 6, but he's obviously immobile, so he wouldn't rank that high up, in the later half of the list. Number 5 is B-Dawg, who never makes a direct appearance in the I Is Angry saga, but he's sort of to blame for the entire thing. It was definitely him that destroyed Death Watch, so if he could do something like that to the man who would become Balthazar, clearly he's very powerful. Number 4 is Scott McSween, the primary antagonist of I Is Angry 3. Of course, it is revealed in I Is Angry 3 that he may have had something to do with Death Watch, although that might just be a conspiracy theory, and he takes Senor Walrus to his limits, almost defeating him. What prevents him from ranking higher in the list is number 1, he gets defeated, and number 2 is his girth. Number 3 is Yarghi. Yarghi, of course, defeats Senor Walrus, the primary protagonist of the series, in I Is Angry 3. However, because this happens in an alternate universe, I can't rank him any higher than 3, but we do need to take in consideration that he is able to defeat Senor Walrus. Number 2 is Balthazar, or Senor Walrus, as he went by in the beginning of the series, and of course, as the primary protagonist of the series, he ranks very highly. Once he becomes imbued with magical powers, he becomes quite the force to be reckoned with, and is able to defeat all of his foes throughout the series, so he, of course, ranks number 2. Before I reveal number 1, I'd like to give an honorable mention to Senor Lieb. Senor Lieb appears in I Is Angry 4. He doesn't really do very much before he is killed, so we never get a good gauge of his power levels, but I do feel that no list would be complete without at least an honorable mention for him. And number 1, could it have been anyone else? It's Ufasu. Now, some would deny that Ufasu should be ranked number 1, because, of course, he's a stick, but what they're forgetting is that he's actually the spirit of a very powerful witch who's been imprisoned in a stick. Now, the backstory of Ufasu has many contradictions. Some say that he fought in a war against an anti-witch alliance. Some say he had cool space adventures at some point in the past. We don't really know. But what we do know is that Ufasu can open interdimensional portals, which is far and beyond what any of the other characters in the I Is Angry saga can do. And even everything that Balthazar does is only possible because of the magic of Ufasu. So, of course, Ufasu is going to be ranked number 1, the most powerful character in the I Is Angry saga. Well, that's all I have for you this time. Make sure to go down in the comments and rank your top 10 most powerful I Is Angry characters. In addition, if you would like to leave some recommendations for what kind of content I could make, I would love to see what the Scott McSween community wants to see out of the Scott McSween YouTube channel, because I am in a massive wave of depression right now and could really use some creative input. Thank you all very much for watching.